What's up, crypto family? While you're watching Bonk crash 9% today and everyone's screaming sell, guess what the smart money whales are doing? They're backing up the truck and buying more. And when I show you what's really happening behind the scenes with LetsBonk.FUN absolutely destroying Pump.Fun with over 3 billion in daily volume, you're going to understand why this dip might be the opportunity of a lifetime. But first, let me break down exactly what's causing this chaos. Alright, let's get straight to the facts. Bonk is getting absolutely hammered today. We're talking a brutal 9% drop with trading volume collapsing over 19%. While retail traders are panic selling and taking whatever profits they can salvage, there's something completely different happening in the whale wallets. According to analyst SK, and I've been tracking this data myself, smart money institutions are aggressively bidding on every single dip. Think about that for a second. When everyone else is running for the exits, the people with the most capital and the best information are doubling down. That's not coincidence, that's conviction. But why is this happening? What triggered this market-wide bloodbath that's hitting meme coins like Bonk the hardest? Here's what nobody's talking about, but everyone needs to understand. This isn't just about Bonk. This is about a massive macro shift that caught the entire crypto market off guard. The US economic data came in way stronger than expected today. We're talking job numbers that absolutely crushed forecasts, and second quarter GDP that jumped to a massive plus 3%. That's a complete reversal from first quarter's contraction. Sounds good for the economy, right? Well, actually, that's wrong for crypto. Here's why this is actually terrible news for risk assets. Stronger economic data means the Federal Reserve has zero reason to cut interest rates anytime soon. Bond yields are spiking, liquidity is getting sucked out of the system, and investors are fleeing anything risky. Bitcoin managed to only drop less than 1% because it's becoming more like digital gold. But Bonk has a much higher beta to macro conditions, which means when the market panics, Bonk gets hit hard. We're talking about a meme coin that moves 10 times faster than Bitcoin in both directions. So while the market is in full panic mode, let me ask you this. Is this really the end of Bonk's story, or is this exactly the kind of shakeout that creates generational buying opportunities? Here's where things get absolutely fascinating. While retail investors are capitulating and selling their bags, institutional whales are doing something completely different. They're not just holding, they're aggressively buying. Every single dip, every moment of weakness, these whales are there with massive bid orders. This isn't panic buying, this is calculated accumulation. These are the same players who have access to information and analysis that retail traders can only dream of. But here's the question that's keeping me up at night. What do they know that we don't? The answer might be hiding in plain sight, and it has everything to do with what's happening in the broader Bonk ecosystem. Because while everyone's focused on the price action, there's a revolution happening that could completely transform how we think about meme coins forever. This is where the story gets really interesting. Just this week, something called Microbonk launched, and it's not just another meme coin clone. This is the first on-chain Bonk treasury built directly on Solana and powered entirely by Bonk tokens. Let me break this down because honestly, this is huge. Microbonk is introducing a dual token system with protocol-driven buybacks. Translation? They're taking meme coin hype and converting it into something with actual sustainable tokenomics. For the first time ever, Bonk is evolving from just a joke with a dog logo into a treasury-backed digital asset. This isn't speculation. This is fundamental transformation of the entire Bonk ecosystem. The timing of this launch, right as whales are accumulating, is not coincidence. Smart money sees what's coming before the rest of us do. But wait, there's more. And honestly, this data is going to blow your mind. LetsBonk.FUN isn't just competing with Pump.Fun, they're absolutely destroying them. We're talking about complete market domination here. Check these numbers. Daily volume? LetsBonk is crushing it with $3.29 billion, compared to Pump.Fun, $1.75 billion. That's not even close. It's total domination with over 80% market share. And token launches? LetsBonk launched 19,600 new tokens on July 29th alone, while Pump.Fun managed just 4,800. They're launching tokens at 4 times the rate of their biggest competitor. And fee revenue? This is where it gets insane. LetsBonk generated $1.27 million in fees in just 24 hours, while Pump.Fun managed only $210,000. For the entire month, we're looking at $33 million versus $19 million. Meanwhile, Bonk itself, the Solana-based token powering this whole ecosystem, has exploded 2 times in July alone, reaching a $2.1 billion market cap. Compare that to Pump, which had a 50% post-listing surge but is now trading 40% below its ICO price. The data is crystal clear. LetsBonk is the platform to watch, and Bonk is the token fueling this entire revolution. Here's what really gets me excited about this opportunity. Captain Altcoin's founder, someone with serious credibility in this space, still considers Bonk one of his top bets for this entire cycle. Even with the recent price action not playing out so well in the short term, he's holding firm on his conviction, and he's not alone. The entire Solana community views Bonk as the heart of their meme economy. When you have that kind of community support combined with institutional whale accumulation, combined with revolutionary new developments like Microbonk, combined with LetsBonk's market domination, that's not just momentum, that's a perfect storm brewing. So here's what I think is really happening here. This isn't the end of Bonk. This is a massive shakeout designed to flush out weak hands before the next leg higher. The fundamentals are expanding rapidly, the whales are accumulating aggressively. The community is holding strong despite the price pressure, and honestly the entire ecosystem is evolving into something much bigger than anyone imagined. Could this be a short-term correction before Bonk rockets to new all-time highs? The whale activity suggests that's exactly what's happening. But here's what you need to understand. Meme coins are incredibly volatile and can move 50% in either direction without warning. This is high-risk, high-reward territory where fortunes are made and lost in hours. If you're thinking about Bonk, you need to do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose, and understand that past performance doesn't guarantee future results. What do you think? Are the whales right to be accumulating Bonk during this dip, or is this just a dead cat bounce before a bigger crash? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If this analysis helped you understand what's really happening with Bonk, smash that like button and subscribe with notifications on, because I'm tracking this situation minute by minute. And remember, in crypto, the biggest opportunities often come disguised as the scariest moments. Bonk might be barking quietly right now, but if these whales are right, it might be about to roar. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there, crypto family. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments are highly speculative and volatile. You could lose all your invested capital. Always conduct your own research and consult with qualified financial professionals before making any investment decisions. I may hold positions in the cryptocurrencies discussed in this video.